Shalom, shalom. Shalom. We are the house of Israel, Hoi NC, right? And we come out here to bring out this mighty word for the Most High. You know what I mean? We come out here to bring out this truth, right? Let you blacks, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians know from Negro and Indian descent that you are God's chosen people, right? And it's time to come back to the Most High God, man. You know, we in the last days. Let me see if I can get this volume right, because it sounds kind of low. It sounds a little low. Con. Now you want to check the camera, make sure they can hear us over there. So we want to give a double honors to our elders of HOI, right? We want to give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh, right? And hey, it's a lot going on in the news today. It's a lot going on, man. You know, from Alabama to Hawaii, damn wildfire came out of nowhere, right? Came out of nowhere. Give me Isaiah. What is it? 61:9. Is that what that is? Con. The storms and no, that's not it. Yep. Because we in the last days, man. And right now you gotta repent, Israel. It's time for repentance, man. Because the Most High bringing storms, volcanoes, hurricanes, everything on the earth today, right? So it's time for us to wake up out of this sleep. Give me Zephaniah 2:1. Come. Matter of fact, we just start at Psalms. Give me Psalms 141 and verse 10. How you doing, King? All praises, man. How you doing, brother? Yep. Let me know when you got it, man. Because I'm telling you, like, what's going on in the world today is you got to pay attention to the signs, right? Look what happened in Alabama, right? Jake had to step up finally. This damn wasp is trying to get us out here. He on attack mode. Yeah, he with the Alabamians, man. Zephaniah 2:1.
It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Gather yourselves together. Ye gather together, O nation not desired.
So the Most High said, gather yourselves together. Ye gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. And why is that? You saw us when we came together in Montgomery, Alabama, right? Hey, it's time for us to come together, man. We tired of being stepped on, right? Stepped over. Last hire. First fire. We tired of that, man. So the Most High said what? Read that again.
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired.
So gather yourselves together. That's what we doing in these last days. That's what we doing in these last days. We gathering ourselves together. Right? Give me what you got, King.
The book of Psalms, chapter 141, verse 10. Let the wicked fall into their own net.
Let the wicked fall into their own net. As you can see in Alabama again, they was wicked as hell. The brother was just doing his job. He was letting them know, hey, can you move your pontoon boat so that the real boat for the dock can dock? So-called white man, he said, well, I gotta listen to a black man. That's really what his demeanor was about. I'm not listening to you Negroes. You know what I mean? That's what the demeanor was all about. Right? So what happened to him? Then he began to put his hands on the brother, and the brother threw the head up in the air like the bat signal. And that was the bat signal. Right? And black folks, it kind of woke him up. They was like, well, hold on for a second. Let me see what's going on down here. We started to inquire what was going on. How you doing, sister? And so when he saw that, it was like, hey. He was like, hey. When they swung on the brother, brothers start coming from everywhere. Right? Read that again, King.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 141, verse 10. Let the wicked fall into their own nets.
So Esau was being wicked as hell, and he fell into his own net. That's what happened to him. Okay, that's what happened to him. Let the wicked fall into their own net. Read what you got.
This is the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
Now, what's the iron weapon? Right? Because he didn't have a gun out there. That iron weapon was that chair. Right? When that brother picked up that chair and got to swinging, then they wanted to cry wolf. Right? A chair is still a chair. Even when there is no one sitting there. Come on, right? Is that Luther? He picked up that chair, man. That chair did wonders, man. And as you look, ain't that right, sister? All praises, sis. Sis threw the thumbs up like, yep. That chair was where it's at. Yeah, that chair was like the modern day gun. And it's getting popular now. I bet you them chairs getting sold out. They selling out? I believe they selling out, brother. Huh? What he say? But the chair came down like a house, and the house is like a home. I'm gonna stop the folly, but yeah, that chair was a weapon, brother. Right? Because Jake got tired of that thing, man. Read that again.
He shall flee from the iron weapon. This book of Job, chapter 21 and verse 24.
Chapter 20 and verse 24.
Read 20 verse 24, Salaki. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
And the bow of steel shall strike him through. You see that? See, Jake won't play it, man. Jake said they tired of our people being oppressed day in and day out. So the brother picked up a chair and basically got to swinging. And he was hitting everything out there. As he should have been. It's time for my blacks, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians to stand up, man. And to step up, Concave. Because we got to step up, man. Give me Proverbs 11 and 1. Right? Because, you know, when I saw that, it did something to my spirit. I said, it's about damn time Jake decided to stand together. Right? Be in righteousness or what have you. We decide to stand together. Read what you got, King.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 1. A false balance is an abomination.
A false balance is an abomination. So the false balance was, had there been a false balance, was Jake just knocking Esau over the head with that damn chair. But Jake said, I'm knocking Esau, she-saw, their children mites, all of that upside the head. Right? Read.
To the Lord, but a just weight is his delight.
But a just weight is his delight. Now, what was the weight? Had to be that chair. That chair had some weight to it. The way Jake was swinging that thing, and he was kind of putting some muscle behind that thing too, like, boom, right? He was putting some muscle behind that thing. So, that's what it is. Read verse 3.
Verse 3. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perseverance of transgressors shall destroy them.
So, you transgressors, man, it's going to destroy you. And that's what happened. You transgressed against the men of the Lord. You thought it was a game. You thought Jake was just going to bow down. And guess what happened to you? Right? You caught demise right out the gate. And that's what happens. Because Jake tired of this, man. How y'all sisters doing? All praises. Can I ask you a question real quick, sis? Real quick. You saw what happened in Alabama, right? What you think that was about? Was that judgment? Was that equal judgment? It was righteous judgment, right? Because they do that to our people a lot. But that's the beautiful thing, that we stepping up finally. We got to come together as a people. Right? Read verse 5.
Verse 5. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way.
The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his ways. Read that again.
The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way.
Read.
But the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness.
But the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. See, when you wicked as hell, which the so-called white man is wicked as hell, they fall by their own sword, right? It's like they fall on the sword. Instead of minding their business, doing what they was asked, the brother asked them simply, can you move your boat? Hey, they caught a whole attitude. And then tried to fight Jake. Nah, we won't go in for that. We won't go in for that. Read that again, verse 5. Proverbs 11 and 5.
This book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 5. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness.
He will fall by his own wickedness. Right? And see, that was wicked. And that was straight up judgment. Instant judgment. And I got instant gratification. Read verse 6, King.
Verse 6. The righteousness of the upright shall deliver them.
The righteousness of the upright shall deliver them. How you doing, King?
What's going on, bro?
Real question for you real quick, King. You saw what happened in Alabama, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, how you feel about that, King?
Outrage.
Well, the outrage was the white, so-called white people jumping on the brother, right?
No reason.
But the beautiful part was what?
They help.
They help, brother.
They help.
Right? And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. That's why we out here to come teach this word, man. Let our brothers and sisters know that we got to stand together, bro. That should have been a sign and a wonder. Like when you look at this sign right here, you know this sign says what? Renner Center. So that lets you know you at Renner Center, right? That was a sign that we saw.
Oh, that's not the only sign.
Right, but watch this. Give me Sirach chapter 5, verse 15. Listen to this real quick, King. Because this was important with our people. Sirach in the Apocrypha, chapter 5, verse 15. What's your name, King?
Aziz.
Nice to meet you, King. All praises. Listen to this.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 15. Be not ignorant of anything, in a great matter or a small.
So let's not be ignorant of anything in a great or small matter. Although it might have been small to some people and big to others, it was something that we got to pay attention to because it was a sign. That sign was what? We got to start standing together as people. We got to put down the guns, the violence, the drugs, and really start building with one another. The Bible tells you to sow into your own seed. And we got to stand up for each other, brother. What's your nationality, if you don't mind me asking? You a Muslim? So that's a religion, right? That's a religion. But what's your father? Are you a so-called, is your father so-called black?
I'm African-American.
African-American. So I'm glad you said that because African-American is two European white men, right? American Vespucius and Africo Scipioso. They're two European men. And when you think about 1492, right? We were something else before we called ourselves African-American, Afro-American, colored, right? Nigga, black, because your shirt is black, Wu-Tang Clan. Can we fly to the land of African-American? Can we fly to the can we fly to the land of black? Now Africa, that's actually the land of Ham. That's the original name of Africa. So we gotta find out who we are as a people. Listen to what the Bible say though. Give me what you holding? Give me Deuteronomy 28:37. Give me Jeremiah 17:4. Because that's what the Lord said that'll happen to our people, right? Because you gotta ask yourself a question: who were we before we came off the slave ships? Were we African Americans? Let's see what the Bible says real quick.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
So what that's saying is the Lord said, you're not going to even know your heritage because you broke my commandments. You stopped following my commandments. So I'm going to now allow other nations to overthrow you and start calling you all different types of names but who you are. Listen to this.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations.
So we will become an astonishment, a byword, and proverb amongst all nations, meaning we'll be called African Americans, Afro Americans, colored, black, niggas. But we got to ask ourselves, who were we before that time, right? Give me Deuteronomy 29 and 1. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Real quick, two more, King. Let me give you two more real quick. Hold on, sis. Okay, all praises.
That's a line in there. That's why I left.
All praises. Check this out. Check this out.
This is the book of 28:15.
You got 29 and 1? Let's find out who we were. Back up to the camera a little bit, man. All right, right here.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant, which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Who?
The children of Israel.
So who are we?
The children of Israel.
Uh-huh.
In the land of Moab.
So he said he gonna make a promise to the children of Israel. Now let's find out who the children of Israel are. Right? Give me Deuteronomy 28:15. You give me 68.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So the Lord said if we don't listen to him, right? If we don't hearken to his word, read.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
No, all these good things.
that all these curses,
No, all these blessings.
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he said that the children of Israel would go through a curses if they stop following his commandments, right? So before you go, I want to read two major curses to you before you tell me who you are, right? Give me, what you holding, 68? Give me 54. What you got?
This is the process of elimination, okay, brother? This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Now, if his eye shall be evil toward his brother, who do you see that happening to? Does that happen to the Chinese man? Does that happen to the so-called white man? Whose eye is evil toward their brother? Come on, brother. Say it on the camera for me, King.
Us.
Huh?
Black people.
Black people. Eye evil toward our brother. So that's one of the curses. Read on.
And toward the wife of his bosom,
And toward the wife of his bosom. We treat our women like material, objects. Talk down to them, talk crazy to them, right? Read on.
and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall lead.
Did you grow up with your father in your house? See what I'm saying? That's a curse in the Bible. That curse happened to the children of Israel. Let me read the major curse. Watch this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. So in Egypt, at one point, we was walking with Moses in Egypt, remember? In Genesis? And we was under Pharaoh's captivity in Egypt, right? And Moses did what? He led us out of Egypt, didn't he? So we walked out of Egypt that time, right? Let's see what that word Egypt means.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. So what is bondage, brother?
Captivity.
Captivity, right? Slavery, right? So let me finish up this scripture because I know you got to go. Check this out. Start from the top, 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
How we get to America?
With ships.
Read on.
By the way thereof I speak unto thee.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Meaning we won't see our homeland no more again. Jerusalem, read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies. That ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
We shall be what?
That ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Uh-huh.
For bondmen
With slave men
and bondwomen,
and slave women.
and no man shall buy you.
And no man, that word buy is redeemed. Martin Luther King couldn't do it for us, man. Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, they couldn't redeem us. Our redeem come from the Most High Yahushua, Christ, right? That's why he was sent. He was sent for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So with those curses, give me Deuteronomy 29 and 1. Those curses, right? Who are those curses on? The children of Israel, correct?
Absolutely.
Let me give you my information, King. If you check that, look at the back of that card, right? That's my number, my email, our YouTube channel. What tribe are you from on the back of that card? If your father's a so-called black man, it's at the top left corner.
Judah.
You from the tribe of Judah, out of the nation of Israel. You an Israelite, brother. Keep the commandments, King.
I got it,
Right?
brother.
That's what I'm talking about. All praises to the Most High.
Blessings, brother.
All praise.